Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me for a sneak peek of the Legend of the Eight Isles board game. Going live on Kickstarter on May 5th. So, whether you're watching this before or after that date, go check us out. I'll put links to the Kickstarter in the description below. We've got a lot of great rewards, everything from a limited edition of the board game all the way up to a chance to create your own character to be in the game, your own legend to be in the game. So, a lot of great rewards over there. We love your support, and yeah, we'll go ahead and just get started here. My name is Mark Munson. I am creator of the Lotei board game, the Legend of the Eight Isles board game, and the creator and the founder of Lotei Limited. So yeah, I just kind of want to show the creation with you. I've been working on it for the past 5 years, and I've had a lot of fun. So I hope that you guys will kind of enjoy the sneak peek here. Every single game of Lotei is played by two sides. The legends over here on the left, who are signified by the pink here, is going to be our Beagle Musketeer. The blue here is going to be our Hippo Healer, and the light blue, kind of the frosty blue, will be our Frost Bear. So each in a normal game of Lotei, one player would play as each of these, but I'll kind of be taking on the mantle of all three of them. And then as for the other side of the game is the foe, and they are just trying to basically stop the legends from completing whatever objective they need to do. The foe's played a little bit differently since it's just one player. They have resources that they're given on each level, and they each of these fighters here have a resource cost. As an example, this is for 3 resources. I get 2 of these. And then this guy has 2. This guy has 2 as well, all the way up to 4. So kind of you can customize your army how you like to play. If there's one that you find super powerful, you're probably going to be playing them a whole bunch. So yeah, we'll just get started here. I've already placed the legends here in their starting points, and then you can see this red square, these 2 red squares. These are where the foe can place his fighters. So we'll just go ahead and place those fighters, and then I'll just kind of go through a little bit more of the battle board here. So we'll put one of our footmen here and one of our mites, and then we'll put a mite here and our marksman here to kind of split everybody up here. You know what? Let's switch our footmen and our marksman just to be a little spicy here. So um, just to kind of go through a little bit on each fighter, we'll start with the foe. They're a little bit simpler. So just as an example, we placed a Gatu footman, and he has an ability here that we actually need to look at here. So when I place this fighter, which I just did, he's the purple guy over there. Choose to give it +1 attack, defense, or magic. And so what we will do is give our purple guy here, we're going to give him +1 attack. So we'll just put a big, oops, sorry about that. We'll just put a big A here so that we know that he has a +1 attack. As you can see here, that's going to increase the damage he deals with his weapon. You can also see here he could increase his defense, which would actually give him an armor. And then also we have a magic stat, which would actually increase the damage of his skill down here. So kind of these guys are kind of adaptable. They're really good fighters for kind of all around. Um, you'll kind of see the different strengths and weaknesses of each of the fighters here. Going over to the legends, they're similar, but just a little bit more complicated. Again, since kind of you're just playing just as the one legend. So you have your weapon, which will be your attack. Then you have your ability and your skills. And then obviously here's kind of your health and your armor. So yeah, as we get started here, since we gave our stat, we're basically ready to go. So I'll just explain a few things here. You can see we can't move through the middle here. There's a big black box, so cannot move through there. But you will see we have these yellow rings on these spaces. These are the escape spaces. This is where the legends need to get to be successful on this level. Yeah, so we'll just kind of get started here. At the beginning or how every battle works is the legends go first. So we'll go ahead and just move our legends. Doesn't really matter in order as long as all of the legends take a turn and then all of the foes take a turn. So kind of it goes back and forth, um, almost kind of like football or something like that. But each turn, since we'll start with our Beagle Musketeer here, each turn is movement and an action. There are 6 actions to choose from. There's attack, so that's where you'll deal damage with your weapon. There's your ability. there are your skills where you can choose one of these to use. We also have our open items, which actually, you know what? I don't really have an usually have an treasure chest here on the first um, level, but you know what? Let's put one down here. We'll put it right here in the middle to kind of just cause a little bit more chaos. As I was saying, so the actions, we've got your weapon attack, your ability, your skill, open an item, use an item, open and use an item. Basically, if I open a treasure chest or if I'm holding on to items in my inventory, I can use them. Um, and then we also have, use something in the environment, something like pull a lever, push a boulder, open a door, something like that. And then lastly, we have defend, which is will actually reduce the damage you take. However, will also reduce your movement on your next turn. So yeah. So as I said, each turn consists of movement and an action. So we'll just get started with our beagle musketeer here, and everybody on the battlefield, everybody you place, all the legends, all of the foes have a default of 3 movements. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. And we'll just, since nobody's really in range of our attacks or anything like that, we'll just move everybody 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I don't think we want to defend because we kind of want to keep moving because we don't want to lose that movement speed there. So the legends will go ahead and finish up. Now we're going to go over to the foe, and the foe is going to be able to deal a little bit of damage here. So we'll start with our Mega Mites, and these are both our kind of our dark green one and our gray one here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and we will go ahead and attack the Frost Bear. So if we go over to the Mega Mite, our weapon is deal 2 damage. So it deals 2 damage straight up. So to deal damage, we are going to go ahead. I believe I need to do this. Yep. We're going to go ahead and deal the damage to his armor first. All damage goes through armor, and once you break armor, then you can get to the health. So, also armor is worth 2 damage per little square here, whereas health is just worth 1. You can kind of see that signified here. The armor is a little bit bigger, has the plating around it, so it's kind of worth 2 damage as opposed to the 1 there. And so we'll go ahead, since we dealt 2 damage, go ahead and knock one of the armor off of our Frost Bear. Then we'll move on. We have our Footman, who's our purple guy here next. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to jump in here, and we'll just go ahead and use our attack here with our weapon. So that's going to be a 1d4 attack, if you take a look. 1d4 plus our attack stat, which we gave 1, remember, because of our ability here. So it's going to be a 1d4 plus 1. So let's grab our 1d4 dice. Go ahead and roll this. And we got a 3. Okay, so we dealt 3 damage. All right, plus 1. So we're going to deal 4 damage here. All right, so that's pretty good on this armor. Oh, but the thing is, armor, you have to get rid of all of it before you deal damage to health. So even though we would have dealt 2 damage through to the health, it's not going to do that because we have the armor. So kind of keep that in mind. When you've got armor, you're, kind of safe. You shouldn't be able to get one shot. Once you're out of armor, depending on dice rolls, you can die very quickly. So keep that as kind of a measure of whether you're close to death or not. Then we'll go ahead and move our other mite over here on the other side. So we'll move 1, 2, 3 down, and we'll deal 2 damage to our Beagle Musketeer. I wonder if I need to lock this guy. Nope, we're good. Deal 2 damage. Oh, guess we do. Sorry. 1 second. Playing with there we go. Tabletop simulator here. So deal 2 damage, because remember our mites just deal 2 damage straight up, and then we'll go ahead and just move this this marksman over here. Just 1, because they have a ranged attack. So ranged attacks are a little bit different. You can see we're still going to do that 1d4 plus attack, so that's similar. But here we have our range. So it says range 1. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I apologize. So you can see here, this one says range 1, chance 2. So basically what that means is that They normally have a range of 1 like this, but if I want to shoot from 2 away, like in this space, um, put this down here. If I want to shoot from 2 away, I have to roll chance dice, which is kind of an old-fashioned. It's kind of like a craps roll, where you have to roll a 7 or above that first time, and if you roll a 7 specifically, then you roll again. Sorry, let me re-say that. That first roll, you have to beat a 7. If you do roll a 7, then you get another chance, and then if you roll a 7 that second time, you win the chance dice roll. So we'll go ahead and chance dice roll here. So keep in mind we got to beat a 7 this first time. Okay, so we rolled a 7. All right, so that means that since we roll a 7, we get a roll again, and this time if we roll a 7, it's a successful roll. Uh-oh. Oh, we rolled a 5, so that means that this marksman's going to miss his shot on the Beagle Musketeer, so not going to deal the damage there. So now that all of the foes have moved and taken their turn, we're going to go back to the legends here, and the legends, we'll just kind of start. I think that they're going to beat up on this poor little mite here because he's in their space, so we're going to roll. We're just gonna go ahead and do a 1d4 here from the Beagle Musketeer. Oops, sorry. There we go. Roll this. Let's see. Ooh, we rolled a 4. That, I think, is going to wipe out one of our mites. Yeah, because let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, got him in the one shot. All right, and then since that was just the action, they use their action of attack. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and now we're really close to our objective. Oh yeah, this guy's gone. Let's throw him out of here. So then we have our hippo, and you know what? I think he's going to go move and grab our treasure. So he's going to move and then use the open treasure box action. We'll shuffle up our treasure cards here, and let's grab one. Go ahead and flip it. Ooh, we have an artifact. Let's read what this artifact does. Choose an enemy fighter within an adjacent space and one of your fighters. Your fighter is eliminated. Oh no. Kill your own fighter. At the end of the chosen fighter's next turn, they are eliminated. Oh, okay. So it like kills your opponent's, you kind of kill yourself to kill your opponent. It might be good, once you get low on health. So artifacts are kind of special in that they equip to you. Basically, you can only have one artifact equipped. If you draw another artifact, you got to choose if you want to equip that one or discard it, and it will discard the one that you're currently equipped if you choose to just use the new one. So, all right, so we got that treasure chest. Now we have the frost bear. He's still trying to run here. He's got, oh boy, he's got his armor's almost gone here. So we could attack. We could try and kill the other mite, but I'm a little afraid that then I might get kind of blown up here. So what we're going to do instead is, I think we're going to cast Ice Barrier. So it's a 2 mana, so we'll block out 2 mana, gain one armor, and then you increase this armor gained for every magic you have. Okay, so we're going to gain one of our armor back. Woohoo. There we go. So we used our skill as our action. And then we're going to go ahead and run and just go 1, 2, 3, kind of make them have to split up here. So, all right, all of the legends have moved. Now we go back to the foe. And the foe's going to start. Who's the lowest on health? Nobody's super low. So we just got to kind of choose one person to go for. I think what we'll do is we'll go like this. Let's go. Start with the mite. So since I'm in line of the frostbear, I get +1 movement. That is my ability over here. Beginning of your turn, if an enemy fighter is in line with the mega mite, they gain +1 move. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't get there. So, I think we just all go for Mr. Hippo here. See what we've got. So we'll go ahead and start out with our. Let's first move this guy. Okay, we'll move our footman in. So he's going to deal a 1d4 attack +1 since he has that attack stat. Ooh, it's gonna deal 3 damage. Okay, so 3 damage coming over here on Mr. Hippo. Now, since it's only 3 damage and it takes 2 damage to deal or to remove an armor, this is actually going to only remove 1 piece of armor because the second armor it needs 2 to get destroyed. So in this case, it's only going to deal the 1 for the first 2 damage, and then it's going to have a glancing blow on that second armor because it only is dealing 1 damage to it. So yeah, that was kind of a stinky roll for us, but that's all right. We'll see if we can't still maybe get him here. We'll move the might in here and deal just 2 damage to get rid of the other armor, and then we'll move the marksman into range since he's only 1 space away. Remember, I don't have to do that chance dice roll, so it's just a let's see 1d4 plus attack. He doesn't have the attack stat. That's only our footman. Oh man, dealt 4 damage. Let's see. Oh no. I think he's barely gonna live. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Oh, we were so close. Had we done that in a little bit different order, I think we would have gotten the kill. So, all right. So all of the foe has moved now. So now we'll go back to the legends, and doesn't really matter too much because the beagle makes it out, the frost bear makes it out, as well as 2, 3. Our hippo does not make it out, but that doesn't matter because if we look at the rewards on our card, as the legends walk away victorious, a shining crystal catches their attention. It breaks apart into exactly enough pieces for each legend. Use it to increase a stat by 1 permanently. Okay, so for the rest of the campaign, we'll go ahead and get rid of all of the battle damage here. But for the rest of the campaign, then they will have extra stats. So kind of a cool little bonus for completing the first level. And that's how we'll finish it up. I'll just kind of show you how the stats work. So in this case, I think what I'll do is for our hippo healer, we'll go ahead and place 1 magic. So magic increases your mana by 1, as well as you can see it's gonna increase some of the potency of some of his spells. For example, the ability he has deals spell damage equal to your magic. So based on the amount of magic skill or stats I have, that's how much damage my ability is going to do. Then we'll go up to the Beagle Musketeer. Usually attack is the best one to take for this guy. So we'll go ahead and take attack, and you'll see what that does is now on when I use my weapon, I get that bonus attack there, as well as he kind of gets some extra stuff. Um, Increase all of your chance dice rolls by the number of your attack stats. So basically, that's she gets a little bit more lucky the more attack that she gets. So that, again, kind of a fun little play over there. And then lastly, the frost bear. I think we'll just do defense since he was kind of our tank. Even though I suppose the hippo took a little bit more damage this time. I think that the frost bear is probably a better tank, and so the extra stat for defense actually gives you extra armor. So we would just fill this one in. So at the beginning of every battle, he starts with 3 armor instead of 2. So yeah, so that's kind of a sneak preview of the Lotei board game. Obviously, it gets a little bit more complicated. This is just a quick little tutorial to take you through the basics of the game. I hope you enjoy it. Again, remember that that Kickstarter goes live on May 5th, and that Kickstarter link, as well as our website, all of our social media stuff, will be linked in the description below. So thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a lot of fun in the world of Lotei.